If a picture is worth 1,000 words, as they say, a video clip could be worth millions of words. In fact, a poll done by Animato showed that 85% of marketers say that video is an effective way to get attention online. And 93% of brands got a new customer because of video on social media. But you've got to stop overthinking about video right now and trying to make everything perfect before you get started. I'm going to share with you 25 video ideas to help you get started with video, even if you aren't ready to get started here on YouTube. Now, while I do highly suggest using YouTube as your pillar piece of content every single week because YouTube has searchability, YouTube is evergreen, meaning your content will live longer on YouTube, I know that starting a new platform like YouTube is a bit overwhelming and a little bit scary. So all these video marketing ideas I'm going to share with you here today can either be used here on YouTube, or you could use them as a live video idea, Instagram story ideas, Instagram reel ideas, even Instagram TV ideas. Now, I broke all of these ideas into 5 categories, so let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Trina if you are brand new to my channel, and if you want to learn more about organizing and planning out your content strategy so you can make more money in your business, you're gonna want to make sure you hit that subscribe button right now because that's what I do every single week here on my channel. Now let's dig into category number 1 for video marketing ideas. This first category is your educational category or your how-to content. This content is going to be great for building your authority, showing your smarts, and helping your audience solve a problem. The more you can help them solve a problem, the more you're going to build know, like, and trust with them, and the more likely they're going to want to work with you or buy your digital product. So the first video idea is a how-to video. There are so many things that you could do here. For example, how-to videos for me are how to make a YouTube video, how to make a social media plan, how to edit a YouTube video. If you're a business coach, you could do how to find your niche, how to create your first digital product. If you are a social media manager, you could create a how to schedule your Instagram post, how to write Instagram captions. These are all things that your ideal one-on-one client or your ideal student or customer are probably having problems with. You hear these same problems over and over again. So if you can solve it for them with some video content, you're gonna immediately find somebody who's coming back to you for your content to ultimately lead them into your business. That second video idea in category number 1 is a demo video. You could literally show people or demo people what it is like to work with you. So for example, in my agency, I could do a video to show you, if you become a one-on-one client in my agency, how we onboard you, how we set up your strategy, how we edit your videos, how we repurpose them. I could demo the entire onboarding process for you. If you are a yoga teacher, you could demo how to do a downward dog the right way. So demoing it, not necessarily how to do a downward dog, but you're demoing what it should look like. If you got products and services, again, these are things that you could demo as well. Demo your physical product. I have a friend who has a hand-painted cell phone case business. She could demo what it's like to put it on, what it's like to put a pop socket on, just different ways to show the product in action, because that's going to let the viewer see how it could actually work in their life. That's the key with the demo video, making the viewer really see how this is going to work in their lives. The third in this category is screen shares, and this is great if you don't want to put your face on video. You could screen share how you do something. So if you're a social media manager and you create social media templates for your clients, you could go into Canva, record your screen, and show them how you create those templates. If you are a copywriter, you could screen share the prompts that maybe you use to help write things out so that they could see what it looks like for you to write copy. Again, another great one would be to share how I edit my videos, right? I would just screen share exactly what I'm doing to edit a video. The fourth one here is step-by-step tutorials. Now, this could be a combination of screen sharing, demoing, and how-toing, but if you're taking the person step by step, it's a lot easier for them to follow and comprehend. So if you go step 1, step 2, step 3, that's ultimately going to get a higher chance that the viewer is going to achieve what you wanted them to at the end of the video. The more you can get viewers to watch your video and achieve something at the end, again, the faster you're gonna build know, like, and trust with that viewer, and the more likely they're gonna wanna buy something paid for from you. If your free step-by-step content really helped them them out to solve a problem, they're gonna be sold on what you have that costs money. Number 5 is a tutorial video. One tool that I really love for tutorial videos is Loom. And with Loom, you can use screen record and the camera on your computer so that you're recording your screen and your face at the same time as you walk people through a tutorial. Now, this could be similar to a screen share or also a how-to, but you're basically walking them through a tutorial. Maybe a tutorial of how to use a tool that you really like. Maybe it's a tutorial for how to use a software that you really like. But these are just different ideas or different perspectives on videos that you could create that will really do amazing things for you and your business. All right, now we're moving on to category number 2, and this is all about the connection videos. So that first one, or video number 6, is sharing your story. Why, how, what's the motivation behind where you're at right now? By sharing your story, your personal story or your business story, your struggles, what you've overcome, you really make this authentic connection with people. People are gonna be more connected to you if they feel like they know you, right? If you're sharing your story, people are gonna feel like your friend because you shared that with them. So that's one video in this connection category that you could create that would really build that know, like, and trust. Number 7 is mistakes. People love hearing about mistakes, and this is allowing you to show them you're a real person, right? We all make mistakes, and you've made mistakes as well, but it's also helping the viewer so that they don't make those same mistakes. They feel thankful that you're sharing these so they don't have to make them as well. So some things that I've done is biggest business mistakes I've made, biggest business investment mistakes, worst video mistakes, right? I'm taking my experience and letting you learn from it so you don't have to. Number 8 is a day in your life, a week in your life, vlog style. Now, this one is a little tricky. I've tried to do this a couple times here on my channel. I will link to my most recent one I did up here, but I have such a hard time remembering to vlog my life. It's not that exciting. I'm usually here throughout the day, but people just want a behind the scenes look. They want you to pull the curtain back and see what it's really like. We're all nosy. We want to know what it's really like. What I would recommend with a video like this is have some type of story structure in mind. So what is the ultimate story you want to tell in this video? For that particular video, my overall story was I wanted to show you that no one day is the same in an entrepreneur's life and that you need to be flexible. Because even though you put something on your schedule and you plan to do it, something could come up. Like in that video, the inauguration, and we just get sucked into the moment and you have to rearrange things. If you're going to do a vlog of a day in your life, a week in your life, think before you start shooting what that ultimate story is going to be. Video idea number 9 is lessons learned. Similar to that mistakes videos, right? You want to show them that you're here to give them as much information as possible to help them be successful. You want them to be successful and you want to share with them the things that you have learned so that they can learn from it too. So some of the things that I've learned is lessons learned from conferences, lessons I learned from launching. That's a huge one. People really want to know, those biggest lessons that you've taken away. And by you providing these lessons to them, again, instant connection with your audience. Number 10 is kind of a mush together topic. So you could do something like roundup video. So rounding up all your favorite podcasts, all your favorite products, all your favorite entrepreneurs, courses, or you could do goal check-ins. I started doing this on Instagram, sharing my goals with my audience so they know what kind of goals I'm setting, because for me, it's hard for me to come up with goal ideas, so it could give them goal ideas and it lets them feel, again, connected to me that I shared my personal goals with them. Or even doing a monthly report. So how did your business do this month? A lot of people do monthly income reports or monthly YouTube analytic reports. Again, you're bringing people behind the scenes. You're telling them you trust them, which allows them to then trust you in return. All right, now we're moving on to category number 3, and this is all about highlighting products and services you have or highlighting students or clients that you have. So video idea number 11 is showing behind the scenes of something you're working on. Like I mentioned earlier, my agency, I could share behind the scenes what it's like for me to have that first initial call with my client. With my signature program, Video Strategy Academy, I could share what the course actually looks like inside so you could see all the lessons and how it's organized. Or I could also share behind the scenes as Erica, a team member of mine, and I are doing to prepare for the Video Reframe Summit that's coming up at the end of February. But by giving your audience that behind the scenes look, they become invested. They want to follow it through. And when it becomes available, since they're bought into it and they feel connected to it already, they're going to be more likely to buy or want to find out how to work with you. Number 12 is a success story. People need proof that what you do works. So whether this is a success story with a client or a success story with a student, for example, I talked about a success story of one of my students over on Instagram. She came to Video Strategy Academy in November with around 400 subscribers. And by the end of the year, in less than 30 days, she grew to 12,000 subscribers. So that immediately shows I have authority, that what I teach inside of my program will work because it worked for her. And again, it builds trust with that person so that they will want to buy what it is that you're selling or to work with you. Remember, the whole purpose behind video content is to gear people up to moving them into your business model, right? Video idea number 13 is a key takeaway from a call you had. So for example, I have calls every single week with my students inside of Video Strategy Academy. A great video idea with that in mind is maybe once a month, I do a video on the biggest takeaways my students had this month. And I took notes on those calls and I featured those students and I shared their wins so that you can see what people are taking away from my course content. It could also be like a strategy session where I host one-on-one 60-minute strategy sessions. Every time I have one of these, I ask the person on the other end of the phone or Zoom, what was your biggest takeaway? And so if I could then do an Instagram story about how I had this amazing call with this client and their biggest takeaway at the end of the session was X, again, people are so excited. They know that you provide value if that takeaway was really good, and it piques curiosity. It could then get more people into, again, your services or your products. 14, case studies. These are huge. These are great for blogs or videos, but if you can literally break down a case study on how a client found success, how a student found success, or if you are doing something. So we are currently working on a case study for something we did in January. We tested a brand new strategy here on my YouTube channel, and I'm breaking down all the numbers and walking through it all to figure out what did and didn't work to present to you a case study. This again shows your authority. It shows what you've done to work, and again, builds trust with that viewer. 15 is the age-old testimonial. Whether that person or that client or that student can send you a pre-recorded video, or you just ask them, hey, can we jump on a Zoom real quick so that I can interview you so that you can pull out those key words. It really, really helps people to see other people get success from you before they're ready to buy into you. Moving into category number 4, and these are trendy video ideas. So these could potentially go viral or be more shareable than the other ones. So we're at 16, and that's a what's on your phone. Again, thinking about us as very nosy people, we want to know what's on your phone. What do you use day in and day out to maybe run your business? What are your favorite apps? What is something that you have that maybe I don't have that I need in my life? These types of videos always do well. Number 17 is an office or a room tour, leading with that idea that we're all nosy people, just sharing with people what your workspace looks like. Even if it's not a workspace, maybe you share, hey, I work in this corner of the living room because that's all that's available, and here are all my kids' toys right below me. Again, that makes a connection. That shows your authenticity. That shows you are a real human on the other side of the social media craziness. So even though you don't think your room or your office is Pinterest or Instagram worthy, it still will connect with your people. Number 18 is an unboxing video. Literally anything that you would unbox, whether you get some new camera equipment, you get a new phone, maybe you got a new Amazon shipment, maybe you got some swag from a brand, but again, we just like to see you unboxing things and see your reaction and your first initial thoughts, especially if it's something we think we might want to buy. We want to see from somebody else before we go buy it, which leads into video idea number 19, and that is a product review. That could be a software product, that could be a physical product. So for example, your true review of ConvertKit or your true review of Canva. Again, you're still giving people very helpful knowledge because they need to know, is this worth it for them? Should they invest in it? And if you happen to be an affiliate of any of these softwares and you like it and you suggest it, you could make some additional money as well by referring them to your affiliate link. Video idea number 20 20 is called a review video as well, but it's a little bit something different. What I mean by review is reviewing potential client or student's work. If you're an Instagram strategist, maybe you do Instagram bio reviews or Instagram feed reviews. I used to do YouTube channel reviews. Maybe you do email copy reviews, right? But if you can show what a free review looks like to people, they're gonna be more likely to wanna pay you to get even deeper into their problem, right? I do channel reviews and I can only look at the front end of a channel and I can't see all the analytics. That's where all the good stuff is. So if people can see how helpful that free front end review is, they're much more likely to want to buy the more in-depth detailed strategy call. Now we've moved into category number 5, faceless videos. For all of you that don't want to show up on video, these ideas are for you. Video idea number 21 is voiceovers. So you could do this on Instagram stories, you could do this on YouTube videos, but you could take photos or a slide deck and literally just record your voice over all the content as you walk through like how to do something or a tutorial. Super simple. I would suggest using a higher quality mic if possible, since audio is going to be really important to a voiceover video. So using something like a Blue Yeti would be a really great idea for you here. Video idea number 22 without showing your face is those screen recordings, right? So this would be doing that Loom video and turning the camera off. You just completely show what you want to show them on the screen without ever showing your face. They can still hear you and they can still get your teaching style, they just can't see you. Video idea number 23 is photos or stock photos. So you could tell a story through photos with text on it. This is pretty popular with Instagram Reels and TikToks. You could do this as well for Instagram stories. So just taking screenshots and writing text as people go through it. That's still technically video because it's still showing up in Instagram stories, but you could get stock photos to highlight the story you're telling and just overlay text. 24 is demo videos again, but with a slightly different twist. These types of demo videos, you would literally just be showing your hands. So maybe showing your hands baking a cake, maybe showing your hands making a wreath, painting your nails, like what's the best way to paint your nails. But this would still show something as you do it in a demo, it just wouldn't show your face again. And one of the most popular faceless video ideas is a whiteboard or animated videos. Now, these can get a little bit tricky, but what I've learned is if you have an iPad, those are really great to write out what you want to show, and you can record your iPad screen as you draw it, sharing the story. If it's a funnel and it's, you know, these are your 5 opt-ins, and from those 5 opt-ins, they go into this email funnel, and these email funnels have these many emails, and these are the emails you need to have. Drawing that out is much easier to understand than me just talking about it, right? You're thinking, where does the arrow go and how does that all connect? So you could record your iPad screen, then you could do a voiceover to explain what it is you're drawing. So now that you finally have a list of good video ideas to get started with, what's your next step? Well, I highly recommend you joining us at the Video Reframe Summit on February 23rd through the 25th, going into all different aspects of video content, from how to edit videos to how to feel confident on video to how to use video on Pinterest and LinkedIn, and even how to go live and get more engagements in your live streams. You can come to this summit virtually for absolutely free. It costs $0. I'm gonna link to it down in the description box and up here as well. Just click on that link, put in your email address so I can send you your free ticket to join us February 23rd through February 25th. Once you have that free ticket, make sure you watch the video that's on your screen right now, because I'm gonna show you how video content actually saves me so much time creating content. Yeah, it saves me time. Click here to learn how I do it.